Alright adventurers, welcome back to some more of the Outer Worlds. Today we're going to be starting off where we left off in our last episode, is where we boarded this ship, which apparently belonged to some captain before we squashed him with our escape pod. But yeah, we're going to continue off with this game and see what happens. Anyway, let's leave the ship, which we're apparently being told to do. Oh, hello guys. Can I help you?
This wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I don't even work. I don't have a job. Really, after I've already...
I'll waive your fee since you helped us with those marauders. If you're looking for work, talk to the constable down in Edgewater. She's got a bounty on marauders. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Take care then. Thank you for, I was helping you guys out, and then you still charges for a lot of money. But, oh well. This is what happens in the future. Alright, so it looks like in the distance there's some sort of city that we need to go to. And I definitely can see a lot of Fallout features here, but like it's pretty cool as well because I've been having a read of Outer Worlds, and it's like, do you know, on Fallout as well, it's like kind of mental, but like the body parts and stuff, like in Fallout where the body parts like blow up and stuff on the game. Well, they do it on here. Oh, there's marauders. There's marauders. We need to take them out. Headshot. Headshot. And he is gone. All right. Okay. There's a couple more. Come on. Come on. Man, recoil is beautiful on this gun. There we go, nice. Alright, I really want to find a better weapon. Okay, they've got some light ammo. I'll take some of that and some cartridges. What else you guys got? Not much. Okay, saber. I think we've got one of them. A pistol, we've got that already. Alright, let's carry on. Yeah, I want to try and find like some sort of assault rifle if we can later on. But I think our first mission is to go and talk to someone at Edgewater. Oh man, look at that ship. That looks like some sort of cargo ship like flying past. Oh man, that looks beautiful. Look at that. Look at the water. And that planet in the background looks like Saturn or something. Oh man, that looks pretty awesome. Alright, this looks like the city that we need to go to. And yeah, that ship just looks awesome. Just flying over, man. Alright. Hello.
Whoa, hey. Where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
Yeah, we just cleared them out, man.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Ooh, cheap prices. Cool.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Nope. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Okay.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends.
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money.
Wow.
Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You have to rent your graveyards.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Okay.
Yeah?
No, I think I might head off. How long do you junior? Okay. I should go. Alright, well, this is our first city that we have just been introduced to, which is apparently called Edgewater. Looks like a nice city. It looks very clean, you know. But yeah, let's head into it and see what happens. Alright, we're actually in the city now, the main area. We'll just come through that door there. And we do have some side quests to do, so I might do that as well. Put it down in the comments below, guys.
Touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
Cheers, man.
Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Okay. Relax, I'm clean, bro.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
How am I supposed to report you if I'm dead, bro?
Gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
I owe you.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I know you know if and think of anything.
Much obliged.
Alright, cool. So we're going to be helping a barber slash undertaker. So he's a barber and you basically, if you die, you go to him as well. Okay. Man, this Spacer's Choice people sound like absolute pricks. You have to you have to rent your own cemetery.
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? I am a Spacer's...
Okay, yes, I know. I'm looking to repair my ship.
A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality... I don't... Vicar Mac... Go ahead.
I'm getting a bit bored of talking to him now. I need to shoot him in the face. Alright, okay, we need to help this guy out as well. We're looking for like collateral, so I'm just having a look. How weird is this, right? You go to your barber to get your hair cut and to die. Damn. Okay. Do I need to talk to this guy again? I know about Eugene. Why don't you do collateral for your group
You know about Eugene? How?
None your business.
You probably heard it from one of our local gossip mongers. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure you would miss them.
Unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Of course you can, mate. Of course you can.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
I mean, Spacer's Choice, I was saying before, sound like absolute pricks. You have to, like, pay rent when you die. How the hell do you pay rent when you die?
I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Take it easy, man.
And what are you doing here? Visiting? Well, let me give you the grand tour. This here's my domicile, and there's the door.
You're a nice guy, aren't you?
What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking. Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
That's a lie. He told me everything.
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching, and soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
Sorry to hear that. You being paranoid?
I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
How can I help? Why do you think I'm a freelancer?
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Okay. If I get
You
credits for
oblige
it.
me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Right, okay, mate. I'll leave you be then. See if we can find that medicine you
You're
want.
making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Excuse me, lass?
Excuse
say?
me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine.
Why is that, man?
Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
What do you need it for?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
By the way, that snoring noise
Alright.
is my dog.
Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
Okay, then.
I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better. That's all I can ask of you.
Well, she's going to give me a lot more credits than possibly, but did you hear that snoring in the background? Yeah, I've got two pugs that are lying on my bed right now, and they are snoring their heads off. So sorry if you hear them, like, in the background or something. They're just fast asleep and they're snoring their heads off. It's pretty funny, to be honest. Alright, I think our main mission told us to come in here, but I'm just still having a look around because I'm really interested in this place. Normally in games like this, I like to have a look around and stuff.
Use a new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Cheers, man. Thanks for that name.
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Damn.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
That's
Not
an old
half
thing
as
to
awful
say.
as the bill Eugene left us with. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
You're joking, right?
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
What the hell?
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Dude, I mean, if this is the future, this sucks. Wow. Suicide is a crime. If you do suicide, it's technically vandalism. What the okay, I'm not even gonna do that. Oh my god. Okay, that's so stupid, man. Well, I've read about this game. Apparently, the Outer Worlds does take place during the Fallout timeline. I don't know if that's true or not. But I have heard about something like that. Because apparently later on in the campaign on the missions, you learn that you can't actually get in contact with Earth, and that's because obviously Fallout and nuclear radiation and all that, like basically Fallout worlds happened, which is pretty interesting if we discover a little bit further on in the game. Nice little elevator rides up here. Apparently we're going to talk to the boss man of this place now, I believe. Reed Thompson.
The grease
Thompson.
monkey, Argo.
Hello, Mr. Reed.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Alright, that's pretty cool. So we can actually get companions on this game as well. That was something I was really wondering
We
about.
better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Okay, she wants to talk. That's pretty interesting because obviously on Fallout 4 you had like, you know, the dog companion and you could get a mutant companion.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Oh, for God's sake, you want to talk?
Can we
Come
talk?
on, outside.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Okay. I can't blame anybody. How well did you know
I don't know anybody
deserters?
well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
I just realized it sounded like I sounded like I said desserts there.
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Alright, well that Mr. Reed guy seems like a very nice chap. So it looks like we have to make two decisions, either destroy the town's power or destroy the escapees. But let's see what the vicar thinks and see what he wants to do.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal. Thank you.
Alright then, well, this has been a very interesting video. We've been discovering a lot more things and meeting new people, and man, I love that, man. I just love the views on this game. Looks pretty awesome. But yeah, this is Edgewater, guys, our first city that we have found. Apparently we can travel to different worlds and stuff as well, and different cities, so I'm pretty looking forward to doing that. But yeah, thank you so much all for watching. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. But until the next one, guys, enjoy the rest of your day.